In this video, we're going to continue to talk about inserting and customizing modifying families inside Revit. So we're going to concentrate here in railings and stairs and ramps, and also other additional families that are really important, or components. So we're going to see how you can define and design your custom ramp or stair. And here also I will show you how you can insert some doors inside your curtain walls, and also I've added here a text. So we're gonna start from the previous video. Let me close this one and let's go back to the previous scene here, where we finished to set up a little bit of the curtain wall. And here we're gonna start again with the insertion of a door, double door inside the curtain wall. So to do this, you should go into the 3D view and move into an elevation like this, left side, or you can also directly go into the west elevation in the drawings. This is starting from the template where you have the elevations, and I'm going to make this shaded, so it's gonna be more, well, it's gonna be easier to use it. And also I want to isolate the curtain wall so that I can work nice and clean. So I'm gonna select the overall curtain wall from the edge, and then I'm gonna hide everything else. So I will click here on the sunglasses and say isolate element, and we're gonna work using this view here. Now I want to create a couple of doors. So I need to first check the dimension here. I will go in the annotation and check here the distance. So this is 2 meters, and let's go here. Okay, that's approximately the size of my double door. So it's gonna be a little bit large, but it's okay. This is just an example, of course. So I'm gonna select these parts here, and I will unpin everything so that I can delete the things that I don't need. And I'm gonna get rid of the mullion first. So I'm gonna and click with my left mouse and drag from right to the left and select all those mullions. So I'm gonna go check none, curtain wall mullions, apply, okay, and get rid of those. Well, actually I think I'm gonna keep the middle one. So I will deselect by holding shift and clicking those middle, and I'm gonna delete everything with the delete key. Now I need to get rid of the grids, so I'm gonna select this one here, go there and remove the parts that I don't need, and also here remove those by clicking with my left mouse, and also these two here. Well, unfortunately I need to go here one by one, so I'm gonna click those 1 and 2, and again this one and this one, and that's it. So I have exactly 2 holes to place my doors there. Now we saw in the previous video how we can download and install extra elements, extra families from the libraries in the official Autodesk website, or we can go into the web and download any RFA format file that's gonna be the Revit family. So right now I'm gonna go to insert and go to load family. I'm gonna upload some of these. So this is in Italian, so I'm gonna go all the way up. You can see here in English, US, but I also suggest you download in other language, because I saw that they have extra things that other in other language don't have. So I'm gonna use the English folder and go directly into the doors right there, and curtain walls are the ones that you can use with the curtain walls. So I'm gonna open up this family, and then I can go directly into the panel here by clicking tab, or in my keyboard I'm gonna select tab until I get the panel inside there. And if it's pinned, you need to unpin it. Otherwise, you can directly go here, and if you go in the section concerning the curtain walls, now we will find the door for the curtain walls double storefront, which is the one that I have chosen, and there you go. Same thing for the other panel. So tab, click, go here and change it with the double door for curtain wall. And so I have my entrance to my project. I'm gonna orbit a little bit. There you go. Now let's place a sign there, or well, I'm gonna just type the REVIT text. So we'll show you how to insert text. So I'm gonna go back to the west elevation and go to the architecture tab, click on model text. Now we can select a grid to place our text, or if we have a work plane, or we can use it, or we can just pick a plane on the fly. So I'm gonna say okay, pick a plane, and could be, well, it needs to be frontal, so you cannot see one single line, you should see an entire face. So this is a face, and let's type REVIT and say okay. Now texts are pretty easy to edit and manage. So right now it's upside down, but don't worry about it, we're going to fix it. So I'm gonna place it right there, then select it, and then rotate it just as any other family that we have used. I'm gonna rotate it 180 degrees. Be careful there, or we can just try again here, but be careful to rotate it in exactly 180. And I'm gonna edit the type and duplicate always. So I'm gonna call this text sign. Okay, and here you can choose any font that you have installed in your computer. In my case, I will choose this one here. So I'm gonna type and it's gonna find it, and also want to make this bigger, like 2. You can make it bold, you can make it italic, and other things here. You can also change, okay, later if you want, you can go back and forward. And so you also can define a different material by clicking here in material category. It can be like metal or something else, but we're gonna talk about materials later. Just I'm gonna apply here a random, like aluminium. Okay, so we have our nice and futuristic sign here. I can also use the arrow keys to place it and arrange it a little bit different. Now let's move into the railings. So I'm gonna exit this view and reset. So I'm not gonna be in the isolation view anymore. Let's go back to 3D and let's start to talk about railings. Now first thing, I'm gonna hide the roof. We're not gonna use it right now, so I'm gonna hide elements, right click, hide elements, and I want to place there my railing so that people don't fall in the floor below. So I'm gonna move into the first floor. This is where we're gonna place the railing, and that's it. So we saw all these other components. Let's go into the circulation. So let's leave the build part here, and I'm gonna sketch the path. Now you can create a railing directly on a stair or a ramp. We're gonna see those two in just a minute, or you can directly sketch it. So to sketch it, it's just like creating floors or walls and so on. So you need to create a path for your railing. Now you can also leave it open